Hey there, it's Chris Murray, President and Founder of Childcare Marketing Solutions, coming at you with another weekly success strategy. And in this video, I want to revisit what we kind of sometimes refer to as the back to basics. Chris Murray, the big three things that you need to be doing in your enrollment building and your marketing to stay full. Recently had a question from Ashley in Kentucky about how do I she's got a smaller school. How do I go back to kind of the basics that you've taught me, Chris, and maximize my cash flow and revenue? I'm still feeling like I'm struggling a little bit because I still have about 10 spaces in my school. And going into fall, I thought it would be a timely video to revisit with you the back to basics that we teach. And so, because sometimes if you're feeling like you're overwhelmed or you feel like, obviously if you're not full, you need to kind of maybe revisit with your team the things that we teach to make sure that you're really continuing to do these essentials. Just these three things, if you focus on them, are going to get you to that 80% of what's effective to get you full. And so I thought it would be really a good thing to revisit these things. And in terms of being full, many of you, now that we have come out of the recession from 5 years ago and we're facing more abundance in our economy and more employed moms and dads, many of you are getting full with a waiting list. But there's still a pretty good chunk of you out there who I've been speaking with who are still not full. And that is really the mecca for you to manage your cash, maximize your cash flow. Once you get full with a waiting list, you can raise your rates. You have a lot more power in your marketing and your business when you're operating from that place of fullness and abundance. So let's dig into this. What's the first back to basic? What do you got to have? You got to have tracking. Okay. You got to have a system for tracking your enrollment success. Why? Because this will give you the clarity about what's going on in your enrollment funnel, right? So we teach that the leads coming in, they call you, they choose to take a tour or not, they choose to enroll or not, and then you follow up. So each of those steps of the process are measured with your tracking system. This can be a paper system, usually a spreadsheet system, which we do also hand you inside of the Enrollment Bootcamp training system. That's our signature system. If you're interested in that, you can learn more about it on our website. You can certainly track using some kind of software. And the best one for our industry, in my opinion, is Childcare CRM. So I'll give them a shout out. Childcare CRM. Or you can use another type of CRM like a Salesforce or Infusionsoft or a generic non-childcare focused system, software system, if you will, that tracks all your leads. So every time you get a phone call, every time you get an email, inquiry, or a walk-in, it goes into your tracking system and you never lose a lead, and you can measure your conversion success from one step to the next step to the next in your enrollment. So that's number one clarifying thing that's going to help your business over time, because if you're tracking over time, you're going to know, is my lead flow up or down? Am I getting more inquiries or less? What percent am I converting from phone call to tour? What percent am I converting from tour to enrollment? How many withdrawals am I experiencing? How can I plan for that? And that clarity of planning those numbers in your funnel is everything. Okay, because you can also segment it, figure out who's doing a better tour, who's converting better between Amy and Mary, who are doing my tours, who's doing a better job in terms of conversion. So lots and lots and lots of wisdom here. Second back to basic is your differences. How are you unique and different? Tell me the 4 ways that you're different, very, very clear differences from the centers that you're competing with, right? So differences, communicating, clarifying, making them pop, making them really strong to a parent, okay? It's not quality of care. It's not a family atmosphere. It's the largest age-appropriate playground in the area. It's organic meals or an organic focused menu. Many, many things, and we have a whole list of those that you choose from. So identifying your differences and communicating them on the phone and in the tour and on your website in all your marketing. So that's another big back to basic essential. This is really why we market is to talk about our differences, communicate how we're different than our competition. This is for any kind of business, whether you're in a real estate business, even a dry cleaner. You got to tell your customer how you're different. Why should they do business with you that's different? Okay. And then the final back to basic here is voice of your customer backing up those differences. So testimonials and reviews. Parent testimonials, teacher testimonials, and online reviews. Why is this so important? Why is this a basic? Because what other people say about you is way more powerful and believable and credible than what you can say about yourself. So always, 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 we push this and we try to help our clients easily get and gather lots of what I'll call juicy, benefit-driven testimonials and reviews, online and offline. And there's like 20 different places that you can be using these, whether it's on your van, on the wall of your school framed, on a flat panel video as you walk in to the center, framed in the bathroom, on your website, certainly, Facebook, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's the third basic, if you will, that we teach. And so I thought just, today it would be good for you to check in with yourself. Your homework assignment from this video would be, hey staff, hey team, are we tracking? Can I see those reports on a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly basis of how we're doing? And it's not just how many calls did we get, it's what's the whole funnel looking like? And are we losing those leads, or how are we following up? So it's really, really digging into these numbers and tracking your funnel, your differences, and your testimonials. So check in with yourself here. Are you really humming on all of these three basics? If you do, you will get full. You should get full pretty quickly if you're really doing these three things well. There's one more thing, though, that we do teach on the Back to Basics, and I'm going to leave it open-ended for a future video. There's one more really important thing here that we're going to teach at the Childcare Success Summit. So I'm going to do an in-depth session, a breakout workshop all about the Back to Basics, especially for people coming to the Success Summit who are a little bit more new to us, and they need that basics training. The seasoned folks who've been there for 3-4 years, and we do have those come back every year, don't necessarily need this as much, but if you still haven't registered for the Childcare Success Summit, and especially if you're new to me and new to what we teach, you're definitely going to want to be there. And I will reveal at the summit what this number 4 is, and we'll talk about it in a future video so I don't leave you hanging. But what I want you to do is go to childcaresuccesssummit.com and learn more about the event. It's the largest business conference in the world in early childhood. And we're expecting almost 500 people to be there in Orlando with us October 8th, 9th, and 10th. So come hang out with me. I'm going to do a session all about this. And we have 3 days of amazing content planned with myself and all sorts of other great speakers, including Mia Farrow, who's our celebrity speaker this year. And I'm so excited to be able to meet and hang out with Mia. And you can too. So childcaresuccesssummit.com. Do your homework. Go back to basics. If you need that last push on enrollment, this is going to get you there. Okay? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, like us on Facebook. Do me a favor and go to facebook.com/childcarebusiness and give us some Facebook love. This has been Chris Murray with childcare-marketing.com, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.